Investiture of the Gods, Chapter 64.
Yin Zhao shows up in full royal armor,
signaling his shift in loyalty, clearly.
and Guang Chengzi just dives right in, doesn't he? He demands you do not remember what was said before the mountain.
He's hitting him right where it hurts the vows. The vows Yin Zhao took to help the Zhu cause fight his own father, King Zhu.
But Yin Zhao finds a way around that, doesn't he? He kind of twists it.
He does. He actually admits his father, King Zhu, is cruel. He says he wouldn't dare violate that heavenly mandate against his own father.
Wait, hold on. If King Zhu is wicked and the mandate is against him, isn't Yin Zhao sort of technically still following it by not directly attacking him yet? Is the betrayal purely about his brother, or is he using that as an excuse because he feels wronged by Guang Chengzi's side?
Oh, it's definitely personal. He completely sidesteps the issue of his father and aims all his fury at Guang Chengzi and the others. Why? For the death of his younger brother.
Right, the one turned to fly ash by the Tai Chi too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he asks this devastating question, really. He asks Guang Chengzi, basically, what crime did my little brother commit to deserve that? It cuts right to the heart of their claims of divine justice.
That's the core indictment, isn't it? He's saying your actions lacked basic kindness. Your heaven's way, your Tiandao, allowed my brother to be obliterated for what?
He contrasted directly with Rendao, humanity's way. He's basically saying your grand cosmic plan feels unjust, even cruel, to someone actually living through the consequences.
There's this huge gap then between this divine calculus and just raw human suffering.
Absolutely. And Guang Chengzi, he doesn't really answer the moral question. He just falls back on authority.
Insists again, it's Tianshu, fate.
Yeah, like fate is fate, can't argue with it. And then he attacks first, tries to end the argument with force.
But Yin Zhao is ready. He's been pushed too far. And he uses the weapon his master trained him with, the Fan Tianyin, the heaven-shaking stamp.
And this is the moment everything changes. This stamp, it's unbelievably powerful.
So powerful that Guang Chengzi himself, a top-tier immortal, Yin Zhao's own master, he wasn't ready for it.
Not at all. The source uses the specific word, you. He panicked.
Panicked? Wow.
He had to use the golden light evasion technique just to get away, instantly. He didn't just retreat, he fled in a panic from his own student using his own weapon.
That says everything, doesn't it? About the stamp, I mean. It's not just strong, it's a genuine threat to even the highest level immortals.
It's a total game changer. So when Guang Chengzi gets back to Xiqi, the danger assessment is, well, through the roof. He tells Zia Jian Shang,
who apparently didn't grasp how serious the Fan Tianyin was initially.
Right. They suddenly realize they have this massive, unexpected problem on their hands.
Okay, but then help arrives. The strategist.
Ran Ding Dorin, burning lamp.
And he confirms, okay, yes, this is all still Tianshu, part of the plan, but he knows what needs doing first.
Exactly. Practical priorities, they can't deal with the stamp right away. So, first target, Ma Shan. The guy causing confusion on the battlefield, right? The tricky one. And the plan to catch him is pretty clever.
It is. Classic bait and trap. Zia rides out alone, challenges Ma Shan.
Makes him think he's got the enemy commander cornered.
Yep, and then Zia just bolts, heading southeast. Ma Shan, thinking easy win, chases him right into
Rending Darren. The trap is sprung.
And here's where we get another fascinating artifact moment. Randing uses his Lulu lamp, the glazed lamp.
Okay, what does that do?
Well, the lamp just sort of drops down. And Randing tells his yellow turban warriors to take the flame inside it back to Mount Lingjiu.
So, Ma Shan isn't killed. He's captured by lamp flame. Essentially, yes, but it's more like he's reverted. The source spells it out. The immortal lamp attained the Daoan and manifested in human form, now returning to its origin.
Whoa.
So Ma Shan was literally a sentient lamp flame given human form. Seems so. It tells you they aren't just fighting generals. They're fighting these temporary manifestations of cosmic forces.
And sometimes the answer isn't destruction. It's putting the genie back in the bottle. Or the flame back in the lamp, I guess.
Something like that. It shows a different kind of resolution as possible. Okay, so the tricky threat, Ma Shan, is dealt with. Reversed, even. But the big problem remains. Yin Zhao and that terrifying Fan Tianyin, the one that made Guang Chengzi panic.
So Randing advises Zia, okay, you need to face Yin Zhao directly. Yep. But you need serious protection.
Absolute protection. He tells Zia the apricot yellow banner, the Xinguang Qi, will shield him.
And he's going to need it because Yin Zhao is all in now, right? And his generals too.
Oh, yeah. The battle kicks off with the commanders under them. Wen Liang versus Neza.
And this clash is just pure destruction, isn't it? Artifact against artifact.
Total mutual destruction. Wen Liang uses his white jade ring Nezi uses his Qianskun circle.
Eh.
Both artifacts smash into powder. Gone. Just like that.
Wow. That's an expensive way to fight, like burning through super weapons.
Incredibly costly. But Wen Liang's actual defeat is a bit more mundane after that.
Really? How?
He gets hit in the back by Nez's gold brick, which stuns him.
Mm-hmm.
But then Yang Jin finishes him off with a slingshot pellet.
A slingshot pellet after shattering cosmic artifact.
Yep. A perfectly aimed pellet to the shoulder takes him down. Sometimes it's the simple things, I guess.
Okay, so with his general gone, Yin Zhao must be furious.
Totally enraged.
Yeah.
And he goes for Ziya with a Fan Tianyin again. This is the real test of Randing's advice. Does the banner work?
And?
It absolutely does. The apricot yellow banner flares up. 10,000 rays of golden light, 1,000 white lotuses.
It's creating this massive shield.
Exactly. And it's so potent that the Fan Tianyin just stops. It hangs there in the air harmlessly. Can't get through the banner's protection.
Okay, that is huge. It shows the stamp isn't invincible. There is a counter.
A critical moment. It proves divine protection can overcome even that level of destructive power. And seeing this, Ziya doesn't waste any time.
He counterattacks.
Immediately. With the Shen Bian, the god-beating whip, hits Yin Zhao, knocks him right off his horse.
Victory for Ziya's side then? But they don't capture Yin Zhao.
No. Yang Jian tries to rush in, but Yin Zhao, wounded, definitely depressed by now.
Seeing his ultimate weapon fail.
Yeah. He manages to escape using earth evasion. Tudun. So he gets away.
But the immediate threat is neutralized, though. Didn't someone say they still don't know how to actually get rid of the Fan Tianyin still floating there?
Right, that's Gong Chengzi himself. He admits they have no method to treat it yet. But as Yin Zhao limps back to his camp, things are about to get even worse.
How much worse can it get?
Well, Yin Zhao is beaten, gloomy, probably desperate, and desperation attracts, let's say, more extreme help. Chen Gongbao's been recruiting again.
Here comes the fire, like the poem said.
Here comes the fire. We meet Luo Xuan, the Yanzhong Xian, Flame and Immortal, from Fire Dragon Island.
And the description. It sounds deliberately intimidating.
Oh, completely. He's fire incarnate. 3 eyes, face like a ripe date, red beard, red hair, red robe, rides a red smoke horse, the Qianju.
This is literally the spirit of fire arriving on the battlefield, the prophecy made manifest.
That's exactly the feeling. He's here to help the Shang cause by, presumably, burning everything down.
And yet, there's that one weird detail the sources throw in.
Yeah. Amidst all this fiery terror, he mentions he's a vegetarian, demands vegetarian food from Yin Zhao. Even cosmic fire gods have dietary needs, apparently. It's a fantastic bit of character detail. But don't let it distract from the main point. He's an elemental force of pure offense, a massive escalation. And he's not the only one Shen Gongbao found.
Nope. There's another ally, Lu Huan, Liangqi Shi, a refining tea practitioner from Nine Dragon Island.
And his appearance?
Also looks dangerous. Yellow face, curly beard, black robe. Standard formidable opponent look.
But there's something else about him. Something ominous. Yeah, the reason he was late arriving, he was busy finishing his tools of war.
Tools of war. So he wasn't just showing up to fight, he was actively crafting new weapons specifically for this campaign against Xiqi.
That's exactly what it implies. He's bringing freshly made instruments of destruction to the party. And this conflict, it becomes very physical, very immediate, thanks to this main antagonist, Luo Xuan.
Luo Xuan, yeah.
Yeah.
The Flame Immortal from Fire Dragon Island.
Right, the Flame Immortal. And he shows up with his accomplice, Lu Huan. And he basically says, enough talk. He wants to settle things with a fight, not what the text calls bickering.
Exactly. And you really need to get this.
Yeah.
His goal isn't just winning a battle. It's not capturing land. He's aiming for something way more extreme. The sources are really clear he wants the total annihilation of the city.
Total annihilation.
Using these incredibly powerful, specialized fire magic techniques. Scorched earth.
Wow. Okay, before the big fire, we have to talk about Luo Xuan himself. His whole aesthetic. It's pure mythological drama.
Oh, absolutely. He is fire and fury made manifest.
Describe him for us. The sources mention a great red robe, this fishtail crown.
Mm-hmm. And he rides this amazing mount, the red claw dragon, or sometimes it's called the red smoke steed. His face is described as like blood-splashed purple, steel teeth showing at the lip.
And the third eye.
And the third eye, yeah. Supposedly observing the whole universe. It's intense.
Just looking at him tells you this isn't some ordinary general, right?
Yeah, definitely not. This is an elemental deity, a force of nature. And when Zhang Zi's disciples try to, swarm him in that first fight.
Yeah.
He just puts on this display of power that, well, it leaves no doubt about what they're up against.
He transforms, doesn't he, into that 3 heads and 6 arms form.
Instantly. One body suddenly becomes this multi-limbed powerhouse. It's how he handles being outnumbered.
6 arms, that's quite the image.
It really is, and it lets him use his whole arsenal at once. He's got the heaven illuminating seal,
Okay.
the 5 dragon wheel, which sounds terrifying, the 10,000 crows gourd, we'll come back to that one, and his fly smoke swords.
So he's just unleashing everything simultaneously.
Everything, attacking multiple people at once. He even knocks down strong fighters like Huang Tianguo right off their mounts. It's chaos.
That first clash doesn't actually go his way in the end, does it?
No, it doesn't. Despite all that power, Zia's side has something special, these authority-backed weapons.
Ah, right. Jiang Ziya himself steps in.
He does. He sees that just fighting power with power isn't going to cut it here, so he pulls out the god-beating whip.
The god-beating whip. That sounds important.
It is important. It's not just a weapon. It's like a symbol of divine authority.
Damn.
It can punish anyone on that celestial investiture list.
So it's got heaven's authority behind it.
Exactly. And when Xia hits Lu Xuan with it, the impact is huge. Lu Xuan almost falls off his dragon steed. He's forced to retreat, wounded, and, pretty humiliated.
And his accomplice, Lu Huan?
Lu Huan gets taken down too by Neza and his universe ring. So round 1 definitely goes to Zia's side.
Is Xia using that whip? Is that kind of a sign that this whole conflict isn't just about who's stronger, but more about, like, destiny and divine mandate?
I think that's absolutely right. The whip is the mandate of heaven, physically striking down this embodiment of fierce individual power. Lu Xuan represents that interception teaching ideal, right? And he's beaten by the symbol of celestial order.
And that defeat. That's what pushes him over the edge.
Completely. He and Lu Huan retreat, but they're not just licking their wounds. This is where it gets really dark.
Yeah, tell us about that shift. He loses, and instead of reflecting, he just gets vengeful.
Blind, burning rage. And he decides the only answer is genocide. He actually says the people of Xiqi deserve this humane.
That's terrifying. He justifies mass murder because he lost a fight.
It is chilling. He turns a personal tactical defeat into a justification for wiping out civilians. It stops being about philosophy or who should rule. It's just pure revenge.
So they planned this immediate catastrophic attack. At the second watch, you said, around 9 p.m.
That's right, under the cover of night. They devise this plan for a massive firebombing.
Okay, walk us through how they execute this. This isn't just setting a few buildings on fire, is it?
No. This is meticulously planned for total destruction. First, Lu Xuan makes sure the fire is everywhere, inescapable. He uses something called the 10,000 Liege rising cloud smoke. The description makes it sound almost like a rocket, or maybe multiple rockets.
Launching fire across the city.
Exactly. Igniting massive fires simultaneously in the east, west, south, and north sectors of Xiqi. The whole city goes up at once.
Instantly trapping everyone.
Pretty much. And then, to ensure the fire keeps burning and spreading, he unleashes the 10,000 crows gourd down.
Ah, the fire crows you mentioned.
Yes. Thousands of them. And these aren't just like burning birds. They breathe fire. They generate thick black smoke. They create this suffocating, self-sustaining inferno throughout the entire city.
The descriptions in the text sound horrific. Black smoke everywhere, red flames soaring, palaces, homes, everything burning through the night.
People crying out, fleeing with their children, total panic, nowhere to run.
It really conveys that sense of utter helplessness, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like more than just a physical disaster, like a spiritual low point.
It really is, and you see that reflected in the leaders. King Wu of Zhu, the righteous king, he's on his knees praying. He's basically accepting this as divine punishment for himself, but pleading for his people.
And Jiang Ziya, the great strategist.
He's described as being in total shock. The text says his soul wasn't attached to his body. He's completely overwhelmed. He realizes his strategies, even his divine whip, they can't stop a citywide elemental catastrophe like this.
But there's a twist. This disaster, as awful as it is, was somehow necessary.
Yeah.
You mentioned the figure Randing.
Right. The wise Taoist Randing apparently knew this had to happen. It was the necessary trigger, the catalyst for the arrival of a specific extraordinary person destined to save them.
And that extraordinary person is?
Longji princess.
Longji princess. Okay, tell us about her. She sounds important.
Extremely. You couldn't get a higher pedigree, really. She's the daughter of the Emperor of Heaven and the Queen Mother of the West, Daxton, celestial royalty.
Wow, so why is she on Earth during all this?
She was banished, exiled from the celestial realm, the Jade Pool, for having a mortal thought, a moment of very human feeling or desire, apparently a serious taboo for someone of her status.
A mortal thought. Banished for that. Seems harsh.
Celestial rules can be strict, so now she's on Earth, and she sees helping Jiangxia as her chance to earn her way back.
Ah, okay. Let's pause on that because it sounds key. This idea of merit. How does that work in this mythological world?
It's almost like celestial currency or redemption points. She did something wrong, incurred a debt. To get back into the Jade Pool, she can't just apologize. She needs to perform some great service, demonstrate her worth, accumulate merit. Saving Xia's campaign, the core of Heaven's plan, is a huge opportunity for that.
So her motivation is tied to her own redemption. It's not purely selfless help.
Exactly. Her incredible power is being deployed, yes, to save Xiqi, but also specifically to earn merit, to get back home. It's a transaction, in a way.
Okay. And how does she actually defeat Luo Xuan's overwhelming fire magic?
This is where that principle of elemental countermagic comes in. The idea that elements naturally conquer each other.
Fire meets its match.
Precisely. She arrives, sees the city burning, and doesn't waste a second. First, she tackles the fire itself, the whole atmosphere of smoke and flame. She throws out this artifact, the Mist Dew Heaven and Earth Net.
Zubchu.
Mist Dew Net. Sounds like water.
It contains true water, which is described as like the perfect divine form of water, the ultimate opposite of Luo Xuan's fire.
And what does that do?
Instantly extinguishes the flames. The entire citywide fire. Gone. Just like that.
Wow, that's efficient.
Incredibly. And the net also scoops up and captures all 10,000 of those fire crows. Neutralizes the source of the ongoing fire and smoke in one go.
So the immediate catastrophe is reversed in seconds.
Just seconds. Divine intervention is swift.
And she's not done yet, right? She goes after his weapons.
Right. She systematically dismantles his arsenal. Next, she deals with his big offensive artifacts, the 5-dragon wheel and that 10,000-li rising cloud smoke rocket thing. For those, she uses the Four Seas vase.
Four Seas vase. Like it contains oceans. Something like that. The vase just absorbs them harmlessly. The fire dragons from the wheel fly into this sea inside the vase and are immediately neutralized. Their fire element is useless against that much divine water.
What an absolute shutdown, a total reversal of fortune.
Completely. And then adding insult to injury while Luo Xuan is probably reeling from all this, she takes out Lu Huan.
His accomplice.
Yeah, she uses her twin dragon swords, Humus, and kills Lu Huan right there.
Man, Lu Xuan must be in shock. His partner, his plan, his best weapons, all gone.
He's definitely lost everything. He makes one last desperate attempt. He throws his final major weapon, that heaven-illuminating seal.
The one he used earlier.
Yeah. But the princess just casually deflects it with her sword, sends it tumbling uselessly into the embers of the fire he started.
So he's completely disarmed. No magic treasures left.
Nothing. He tries to escape, but she's not letting him off easy. She throws those twin dragon swords again.
At him.
At his mount, the red smoke steed. Strikes the horse, causes Lu Xuan to crash to the ground.
Ouch. So he's wounded now, too.
Wounded, weaponless, defeated. His only option is to use his personal escape magic, a fire escape technique, to vanish from the scene.
He gets away, but barely.
Barely, and completely stripped of his power.
And what about the city? It stopped burning, but the damage?
The princess handles that too. The final act of restoration. She conjures this massive cleansing rain. The sources say it was like pouring from an urn or tipping a basin. Just torrential, life-saving rain.
Washing away the heat, the embers.
Exactly, saving the city from the aftermath. And what's interesting is how the people react.
What do?
They don't know who the princess is, right? So they see this miraculous rain after the king was praying, and they praise King Wu's immense virtue. They think his goodness brought the salvation.
Which, in a way, reinforces that theme again, right? That destiny, virtue, they're seen as the ultimate drivers, even if the mechanics involve a banished princess.
Absolutely. The perceived cause is moral virtue, even if the actual agent had other motives too.
And when Longji Princess finally meets Jiangxia, does she explain why she helped?
She does. She confirms it pretty directly. She tells him she intends to help the campaign, to contribute to the state, specifically to gain enough merit to be allowed back into the Celestial Jade Pool.
So it really is transactional, in a sense. Service for redemption.
Seems like even celestial beings need good performance reviews to get back in favor.
Okay, so Luo Xuan flees, totally defeated, stripped of his power. Is that the end for him?
Not quite. The story doesn't give him a break. Destiny, or maybe just bad luck, catches up fast.
What happens?
Almost immediately after escaping, he runs into another challenger, Li Jing.
Li Jing. And that's his father.
Right, that's the one. And Li Jing's motivation is incredibly practical.
How so?
Li basically says out loud, hey, I haven't really done anything yet to earn merit or get advancement credit in this war. He sees the defeated weaponless Luo Xuan and thinks, perfect. Capturing this guy is my chance to finally make a mark, get some credit.